Hey YouTube, this is Alice at Wonderland Speaks, and today I am making a no-bake cheesecake. Okay, I'm not going to do anything fancy here. This is just going to be a basic. I'm not ad-libbing. Well, maybe just a little. I have already, I've already made my crust. It's a graham cracker crust. The only thing different is I put some almonds. I put some almonds in the graham crackers. When I was crushing up the graham crackers, I put some almonds. I have so many types of nuts around this house. I look for creative ways to get rid of them. So, nuts can go bad too. They don't stay fresh all the time. So I thought to myself, oh, you know what? Almonds will go good with in a graham cracker crust on a cheesecake. Okay, so I made a basic graham crackers with maybe about 3 tablespoons of butter melted and crushed graham crackers. I put maybe I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons of almonds. Put them in my food processor, and let's see, maybe 2 tablespoons of sugar, and crushed it all up. And when it was done, it looked like this. See? Just like that. So now, my crust, I've got it in the refrigerator, and I'm going to mix up this batter. And this, I always like to have a little extra so that I can put it as a garnish on top. So that's what that is. Now, I've taken part of a lemon, and I'm going to put that in as a flavoring. So, but right now, I've got 2 sticks of Philadelphia right here, and I'm going to put them in my great big old mixer, which again, I don't use it nearly as much as I would like to. Not nearly. Okay, so that's the cream cheese. Now, the only thing that's going to happen right here is I'm going to mix the sugar, and I'm going to put like, I don't know, maybe a cup of sugar. And again, you're going to sweeten that to taste. Okay, that's what that is. Now you might say, but you didn't measure it. No, that's because I've been doing this a long time, and I kind of know. So those two, you're going to let them beat until it's creamy. So that's going to beat till it's creamy. Then I'm going to add all this other stuff, because all of this is dairy. I've got some, I like the extra creamy. You don't have to have extra creamy, you can just use the regular. I've got Cool Whip, sour cream, and I've got some sweetened condensed milk. I've got coconut extract and vanilla. And yes, I know this is not pure. Yeah, you're gonna let this beat, I don't know. If you're using a big one like this, probably 2 or 3 minutes. If you're using a hand mixer, it might take, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. And again, this is real time, so you can see how long it's taking. I haven't done any cuts, editing into it. Okay, let's see what we got here. You always want to scrape your sides. Make sure that you've got everything off. The purpose of that is, see, sugar is grainy. You don't want your batter to be grainy, so that's why you beat your cream cheese and your sugar together first, and then you can throw everything else in. So I'm going to let you hopefully see. Oh, this camera angle is not good. I'm not a camera person. I'm just a regular person. Okay, I'll show you here. See that? It'll be thick because you haven't added anything in it except the sugar. So that's not going to thin it out. But this will. So now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some cream cheese in there. This, because it's an 8-inch, I would say, oh, I don't know, maybe 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And this is the condensed milk. Oh, maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon. And I'm going to mix those together. Oh, and also at this point, I'm going to put my lemon juice that I just squeezed. It was fresh lemon. That's about a tablespoon. I'm going to put some coconut extract in there. That's going to be a teaspoon and some vanilla. Okay, now that's it. Now the only way I have to make any adjustments to this is that when I taste it and it's not sweet enough. I think it will be though. So again, this is in real time. There's no editing. And let's see. I've got some Himalayan or pink salt that I'm going to put in here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. See, you can't, it's very little. That'll be like a pinch. Okay, now I'm going to scrape the sides. Now at this point, your batter is going to seem a little runny, like this. Oh, you can't see that. See that? Can you see? It's a little runny. Seems a little runny. But I'm going to add this Cool Whip to it and it'll be fine. But what I'm going to do right now, this second, I'm going to taste it. Make sure it's sweet enough for me. And that it's got enough everything. Cool Whip is the last thing you put in. So, I'm going to taste. Oh, it's sweet enough, but it does need to beat a little more. You want to make sure everything is incorporated. Now, I've taken my pie crust out of the refrigerator. I've got it here. And this is a spring foam pan, and you don't have to use spring foam. Okay, let's see here. I think I'll beat it a little more. Like I said, you want to make sure everything is incorporated in the mix. Into that. Now I'm going to add this Cool Whip. You can put about a cup. About a cup. I know you said that's more than a cup. It is. So then, oh, I don't know, maybe a cup and a half. Now I'm going to mix this together. You don't want to beat it. You don't want to whip it too briskly because that's Cool Whip, and it will break down fast, and you don't want that. You want it to stay firm so that your batter is nice and rich the way you want it. And then this is going to go in the it's going to go in the freezer. Oh, I don't know. Probably I got the mess here. Now let's see. Now let's see. So I'm going to stir my sides. I want to get everything all nice and incorporated. And you know, if you taste it and it doesn't taste the way you think it should, you might make some adjustments. Maybe, but again, you want to do all that before you put the Cool Whip in. You know, if it needs more flavoring in it, more vanilla, coconut extract, whatever, you want to do that before. Cool Whip is last. So I'm going to taste it. That's good. So, that's it. And now I'm going to pour this. Whew. I need more room to work. So I know in some of these videos you see they don't clean their beaters, but listen here. If you don't know, cheesecake is a delicacy, meaning it's a real treat, and that means it's expensive to make. So for that reason, you don't leave your batter on the beaters. You want to get all your stuff off of there because it's expensive. So now, what I'm going to do now, this is going to go in my pan. All of it. All nice and rich. And no, I ain't leaving any in this bowl either. Nope, every bit of it is going in this pan. And you want to wipe off your spatula. Every bit of it goes right here. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to spread this out so that everything is all nice and even. Okay, now you might say, well, how did I know that that was going to be enough? Well, again, when you've been doing this as long as I have, certain things just come natural. You just automatically know. Okay, so that's that. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some of these graham cracker crumbs on top, because when I'm eating my cheesecake, I like some crumbs. That's just me though. I put it all on there. See that? All of it. Because that's how I do it. That's not everybody. Some people, I like it plain. I don't need fruit. I don't need any cherries or apples or peaches or blueberry. None of that. I like mine plain. You have the option to do those things. Okay. So, here's cheesecake. And yes, this is Monday. What is today's date? I think the 30th. This is August 30th at 6:15 on Monday. And this is Alice at Wonderland Speaks. And I want everybody to be blessed. Please, please, please like and subscribe and post, and please hit the notification bell if you want to know when I'm putting something out, because I talk about all sorts of things. I do cooking, I speak on current topics, what's trending, what moves me, whatever. It might be finance, it might be people, it might be relationships, it's just whatever. You don't live as long as I have and not have, as they say, a wealth of knowledge up there just lurking around, seeping out at every opportunity. So again, this is Alice at Wonderland Speaks, and this is my no-bake. I had a terrible angle. This is my no-bake cheesecake. Okay, be blessed.